Yo, what's up people, it's your boy P, also known as CaptainP67 from Twitch. We're back at it with another God Builds video for you today. We are be covering a new super OP, crazy, mega powerful KO, killing, monster, hunting, badass weapon of the Charge Blade. So we're just going to cover the build itself. We're going to go through the main logistics of it, what it can do, the buffs, and the reason why I built the way I built it. But I do want to discuss a little bit more. My last video was a little bit more in depth of the build and why I built it. And pretty much it got hundreds of views in like a day. I think we're currently sitting on 500 views after like 2 days. A lot of likes, literally no dislikes on it whatsoever. Even though I previously did another build which was out of the normal builds, which is a super OP longsword build, that got a lot of likes, a lot of views, 1,000 views we got in a couple of days as well. It did get a few dislikes, but again, people don't understand the builds, how they're made and why they're made. They just kind of seem to just not see a so-called meta that everyone else copies, and everyone just copies and pastes each other's builds. But I always make these builds specifically, and I do explain on every video. So if you actually take the time to listen to the video and understand what I've done and why I've done it, you'll truly understand the build and why these are the most OP builds out there, and it'll cover everything for you. So we'll have obviously the best offense, the best defense, the best vitality as well, and obviously extra buffs included to make every specific weapon better than it should be. And that's why these are super OP builds that I do. It's not a case of just having maximum attack with no defense, because that doesn't make any sense. It's a case of having maximum offense as well as defense included. So you can literally run these builds in anywhere. You could run them in like a speed run per se. Obviously modifying the builds to be more intentionally for a speed run, or you can mod them to make them to run a guiding lands or whatever mission you want to do. So I'll go into the build for you very quickly, and I'll just show you what it's capable of. So we are going to be using Brachydios' Charge Blade. I do prefer this over the Zaffi weapons. In my last videos I've said that the last two videos I've done have been Zaffi weapons. I do prefer them way better than some of the new weapons, but if the stats are better on a weapon and you can do a lot more with the weapon, it's more versatile, you can do more damage as well as defense, then I will be going with that weapon. So we are going to be going over, what's up Hunter, you good? We are going to be going with the Charge Blade, which is the Brachydios Charge Blade, which I think is absolutely amazing. Great blast procs, great raw, good purple sharpness, good sharpness overall, 2 gem slots, you can't go wrong with it. So with this build we've got attack boost level 7, critical eye level 7, crit boost 3, weakness exploit 3, focus 3, artillery 3, guard 3, offensive guard 3, health boost 2, agitator 2, capacity boost, and guard up. Now I'll go through the build with you, I'll go through all the decorations with you as well, and we'll get to it. And I want to go through everything specifically so everyone understands why we made the build the way we made it, and obviously you'll kind of understand, especially for the newer players that have just joined or people that don't really understand how builds work on this game. Let's go, so we'll remove that, pow. We'll remove this, pow. We will remove this, pow. And pow. So, let's get over to this. Yeah, I'm good, I'm just busy, man. Running a 66-day win streak on Fortnite. Been doing some other games as well, but it's been absolutely killing it. We're just doing a God build video real quick. So if we head over to the equipment, I believe, so if we head over to the decorations, I can quickly show you what we've got. So like I said, we're using the Brachydios Charge Blade. We are using the Light Break Charge Blade. What I've used for the augments, I've used Affinity Increase, I've used the Health Regen, and I've used Element Status Up. So I will cover everything for you. So you get good amount of health back, you get good Affinity base, and you get good stats. A lot of blast procs, and when they do blast proc, it does a lot of damage. It's very strong, especially with the Brachydios one. Now, what I've got in the 2 gem slots, it's got in there, let's move it over to here. So it comes with 2 slots itself, so it comes with a 4 gem slot and a 3 gem slot. I've added Iron Wall Expert Jewel 4, Expert Jewel 1. We've used the Brachydios Helm Alpha, not the Beta. That comes with Weakness Exploit 1, Guard 2. Comes with a 2 gem slot, a 2 gem slot, and a 1 gem slot. We've added a Magazine Jewel in there, a Tenderizer Jewel 2 in there, and we've added Attack Jewel 1. We've gone for the Damascus Mail Beta, which comes with 2 focus, a 4 gem slot, a 2 gem slot, and a 1 gem slot. I've added Guardian Expert Jewel 4, Critical Jewel 2, Attack Boost 1. I've gone for the Brachydian Braces Alpha, which gives you Agitator 2, Artillery 3, a 2 gem slot, a 2 gem slot. We've gone for Tenderizer 2, Shield Jewel 2, and we've got the Damascus Coil Beta. And that includes a focus, a 4 gem slot, a 3 gem slot, and a 1 gem slot. I've gone for Guardian Expert Jewel 4, Vitality Jewel 1, Vitality Jewel 1. Then we've got the Gruger Grease Beta, which comes with a 4 gem slot, a 2 gem slot, and a 2 gem slot, which has Critical Eye level 2. We've added a Guardian Expert Jewel 4, critical boost 2, or critical jewel 2, critical jewel 2 again. We've gone to the attack charm 5, so you can now upgrade to attack charm 5. And again, as I mentioned in all my several videos, do not go off what's the mantles. You can change these to suit your own style. At the moment with impact, I've gone for 2 KO gems. I'll literally talk you through that in a second. And I've gone for some blast. But these are situational and only last for a certain period of time. So do not go off base builds and super OP builds based off these, because these will only last you a certain amount of time. But they are missing. I mean, you will you'll have to wait till they get recharged. 360 seconds for one, and 300 for the next one. So again, do not go off builds that you see online that are claiming that the super OP builds or the new meta based off mantles. That doesn't even make any sense. There are good buffs for how long they last, but these are situational. These are not like standard, and that's why I do my builds as standard. Now let's go over to the actual perks, which I'll talk through you very quickly, and I'll explain why I've used them. Now the build itself, very strong. Now we could have literally pushed for Agitator 7. We could have pushed for Agitator Max. We've gone for more Brachydios parts, but if a monster's enraged, then it will activate. However, if you're fighting any situation, you're fighting a monster that's not enraged, you want to be doing DPS from the start. So I've gone for maximum attack level, so no matter what happens, you'll be doing maximum attack, and we have got maximum. So we've got attack 21 plus affinity 5, so no matter what happens, you've got a base attack, which is very strong. As you can see the stats on the right, we've got attack base of 1210 base, we've got 55 affinity, 240 blast, purple sharpness, great white sharpness, chunk of blue sharpness, chunk of green sharpness as well, which is perfect. Now we've gone for crits, so again we've got maximum crits at 40, but it will be maximum crits, so you will be doing 100% crits every time you hit a weak spot, which I'll explain in a second. The new players, we've got crit boost 3, increases damage dealt by critical hits up to 40%, a lot of damage, a lot of damage. We've got weakness exploit 3, which is max as well, so attacks 8 weak spots have 30% increased affinity to extra 20% on wounded parts. So as I mentioned, if you include this with the 55 base affinity, you'll be doing 100% crits every time. A lot of damage. You'll be critting a lot. I'll show you when you get to a training how many times it crits on base. But just in general, it does crit a lot. Does a lot of damage. That's due to the high raw base damage as well. I did just run Seething Basil Geese. I've been doing Tempered Zinogre, getting those gems, and I've absolutely smashed parts, broken parts, severed tail. Absolutely destroyed it with this build. And Seething Basil Geese actually broke all the parts on the Seething Basil Geese, just as a little tester. I like to test all my weapons fully, a few days of testing it before I do like a God or release a God build, put it in every situation, and literally cut the tail off, broke all the parts on Basil Geese, absolutely demolished it, absolutely raw. KO'd it 3 times in a row, well 2 times in a row, sorry, and then KO'd it for a 3rd time after like another 10 hits. Kept my sharpness up the whole time pretty much. I had to sharpen once in the battle, and that's about it. It's very strong. Now we got focus included as well, so increases the fill rate for weapons, gauges and charge rate attacks weapon, charge attacks. Increases gauge fill rate by 20%, reduces charge times by 50%. This is definitely viable for the charge blade, because it will get your charges up a lot quicker, and it does more damage and more DPS over time, so it's definitely essential, and we got that at max as well. Artillery again, we could have gone for a Brachydium, which I've seen some other builds out there, but they are missing a lot of stuff. There's other charge blade builds out there that are missing guard up, which doesn't make any sense. If you guard point a lot and a monster does a so-called unblockable attack, you will just get knocked on your ass. You will not be able to block it unless you have guard up. And I've got guard 3, so this synergizes with all the others above. So with artillery 3, we've got maximum level artillery unless you go for Brachydium. So you can change your piece set if you want to go for more artillery. However, this build has everything included. So increases the power of each attack by 30% and reduces Wyvern's fire cooldown by 50%. So additional say 30% on top of your main base attack for your SADs. Now this is the guard I mentioned earlier. So we've got guard up, so you can block against ordinary unblockable attacks. So you can guard against pretty much anything in the game. There are a couple of attacks you will be hit by, but again, you know this will 90% of the time help you and save your life as well. Especially when you're doing a lot of guard points. If you're doing guard points and you're not able to block an attack, you will die, which doesn't make any sense for some of the builds out there. So guard up is essential. With guard 3, now I've got this in there for a reason. We've got greatly decreases impact of attacks and reduces stamina depletion by 15%. We could have gone for 4 and squeezed it and lost a couple of things, or even 5. I did do a guard 5 before, but I mean with this it greatly decreases. So I guarded 7 times over with Zinogre, didn't get carted once, took a bit of chip damage here and there. My stamina was back on point, broke all the parts. It's on my streams done, so you can see how I've done it. But again, Seething Basil Geese, I blocked every attack, I blocked all the bombs, nothing happened to me, hardly lost any health, got my health back straight away when I hit him. And again, the weapon's so strong, does a lot of damage, so you get all your health back. So this synergizes with guard up. We got offensive guard level 3. So temporarily increases attack power after executing a perfectly timed guard. So as I just mentioned with guard up and guard level 3, with offensive guard, while active, increases attack by 15%. So not only do we have maximum attack, we will be getting obviously additional 15 on top as well as that, and also including to build, we have got Agitator 2 on as well. So as well as your, what I mentioned earlier was you got your main base attack, which is amazing. You got your defense with the guard and the guard up, and then we've even got extra buffs on top. So Agitator 2, so while active it grants 8% on top, plus 5% affinity. So base that would go up to 60%, plus the weakness exploit, you're guaranteed doing 110%. So you're basically, your crits are guaranteed every time when the monster's enraged, and you've weakness exploited the monster as well. Now, we've gone for more survivability as well, so not only we've got maximum offense with the base attack fully done, we've obviously got guard up, which does maximum defense, including health boost. Again, you can change out any of these gems, or you can change your build slightly to suit your own playstyle. Everyone plays different. I play very aggressive, but at the same time, I don't want to be to a point where I'm just going to get kited. With a lot of the builds, like I said, they try and state that they are the most OP or viable, but then if they're missing stuff in their build, it doesn't make any sense. So you can change your build to suit your own playstyle. So everyone does play different. Change it according to how you want to play, but you can modify it for each monster you're going to fight. So for some you might want more health, some of you might not want any health, extra health, and you might want to do more DPS, so just change gems out accordingly. But this build will suit everyone's needs. This build will cover everything, and it's a super OP build with offense and defense. So we've got health boost 3 in there included. We've got Agitator level 2 as I just mentioned. So when increases attack power and affinity when large monsters become enraged. While active, grants attack 8 and increases affinity by 5. Capacity boost up increases the gun lance shell capacity and charge blades file capacity. So we did want to include this for that extra damage for your SADs. And again, guard up I've already mentioned too. It allows you to guard against ordinary unblockable attacks. So this is essential to go with this, which also synergizes with this. So the whole build synergizes together. So we'll be doing a lot of damage, and if we do need to block, we can guard against anything pretty much of the game. We can guard point it and do more damage and more DPS over time. Now I'll head over to the train area quickly, and I'll just show you the kind of numbers we're looking at. Again, this build will not have any buffs added to it, so you can add all the buffs you want to add to it, and you can see a lot more damage numbers. But I will guarantee you on base it does a lot of damage. I find it is one of the best charge blades out there, but of course you've got the new cool weapons. I've got the strong arm ice and everything else leveled up, so I might be covering some cool weapons in the future. If you want to see those, let me know. But I'm happy covering the most super OP builds right now with everything available, and you can farm all the gems, and especially with like Zenogre being available, you can quickly run those missions in about 9 to 12 minutes if you've got a good squad or solo even. Let's change this, so let's change over here, and I'll show you the base numbers. Now it starts off with a good set of purple sharpness. You will get a white sharpness. I think I got to blue. I think I got to green and basil geese, just trying to test it out how far I could go with it. But overall, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. So let's just sheath and sheath. First hit 105, 157, 141. Shows you off a bounce attack even, how strong it is. I mean, just look at the numbers. We haven't added anything to it. We've still got purple sharpness added. Still not lost any purple sharpness. Now here's where the fun starts. Spam some extra numbers. 380, 102, 102, 102. Still on purple sharpness. Now we just got to white sharpness now. 149. When you charge, you won't be bouncing off obviously monsters as well. So we're back to white sharpness now. Just do the same thing. 360, 102, 421. So even with the blast procs kicking in, you can just absolutely see how much damage it does and how insane this build is. So I'll just show you one more time. 298, just an elemental just smashed down. Again, look at the numbers, 449, 258. And there you go. As you can see for yourself, it's absolutely amazing. Very strong, very powerful, very viable. I've kind of explained everything for you, so there isn't really anything I haven't covered. And again, this is a super OP 2020 magnificent, fantastic build. It's super OP, super strong, good defense, great health. You got everything you want in the build for you. I haven't missed anything out. So before you try and say dislike the video or try and give like a statement, just actually watch the whole video. I have explained everything for you, so don't be a sheep like everybody else, copy what everyone else is doing, copy and paste your builds and claim you got a god build. Do some research, look into your builds yourself. I said I've covered everything for you. I pretty much gone over the weapon itself, I've gone for the augments, told you what I've done exactly, and again, these are maximum of everything I've got. You can get everything out of the build. Maximum attack, maximum crits, maximum rest of this, maximum. It's all maxed, everything's maxed with extra buffs on top, with defense included. So you guard up and you're guard level 3. So not only do we have maximum offense, we have maximum defense, good health on top, and you're covered. So that is a true god build video for you. I will be covering some more builds for you very soon. So if you do want anything else covered, let me know. I do stream on Twitch every day, so I do stream about 10-11 hours a day. So make sure you support my content. The follow and the donation and sub links will be in the description below for you on my Twitch channel. I do stream every day on Twitch. I do a lot of Monster Hunter, a lot of Fortnite, variable games, Streets Rage 4 at the moment, playing that a lot as well. So make sure you support my content, make sure you support what I do, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, folks.